Let me try it again. New England area that has a ton of cute little... I got distracted with the claw dancing in my face.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our show, Destination Delicious. I'm Spencer.
And I'm Christy. And we just got back from a really fantastic weekend with friends down on the eastern shore of Maryland in a cute little town called St. Michael's.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. There's tons of fun restaurants, wonderful scenery, there's boating opportunities. It's just a whole lot of fun.
We had our taste of some crabs down there, which are native to Maryland. And then we got to thinking that we haven't had lobster in a while, and I'm gonna soak up every ounce of potential baby craving that I can to get my favorite meals. So today we are going to be making some warm lobster rolls.
So let's go fire up the Blackstone. Here in Maryland, steamed crabs are the thing, and anytime you're here, you will find them on a menu in almost any restaurant that you go in. But Christy used to vacation in Maine as she was growing up, and so she developed quite an affinity for lobster.
And if you didn't know, there's actually two different types of lobster rolls. In Maine, they have a Maine lobster roll that's served cold in mayo, and then in Connecticut, they have a warm lobster roll which is drenched in butter. And that's what we're making today, along with a side of corn, and we may put a little bit of lobster in there just for fun.
Yes, and everything that we are making today is going to require lots of melted butter.
Butter, butter, and more butter.
So the first thing we're gonna do is take one of our Blackstone grease cup liners and melt down some butter. Now that we've got our butter melting on the griddle, it's time to shuck the corn. And once that's done, oh, look at you, fancy. And once that's done, then I'm gonna cut all the kernels off. All right, now it's time to take the kernels off the corn. Cut these ends off, make it a little bit easier.
This is a mess. I really believe that there was one video where we talked about me being a messy cook.
There was. There's a first time for everything.
Oh. So this is your first messy
Yeah,
cook.
this is unfamiliar territory for me.
We're gonna put the corn to the side, and now we're gonna dive into some lobster cracking. Like Spencer mentioned, we have grown up cracking crabs and are very skilled with that. But it's been a minute since I've cracked open a lobster, so please note, this is by no means a tutorial. I am just gonna dive in here and get this lobster meat out. You're gonna see a lot of stuff in here. Cade is very curious about the lobster cracking, so he's down here for some viewing.
Is that meat?
Oh yeah, the whole thing.
That's not gonna work.
It did for me.
Whoa! You just ripped those teeth like nothing. How are you breaking that claw up? Is there a break?
Look at that.
What is that?
Claw meat.
Call me.
I maybe broke a mild sweat doing that. But we have our tails, our claws, and some other meat ready. I am gonna chop up our claw meat and our tail meat into big pieces because that's definitely part of the lobster roll, is it's chunky, so you really don't want it shredded.
All right, now that all the food is prepped, it is time to start cooking. So I'm gonna start with the corn. All right, so I'm gonna pour a little butter on the griddle, get the corn down, and then pour even more butter on the corn. Then I'm gonna put some salt and pepper on it and give it a good toss while it cooks.
An important part to lobster rolls, be it Maine or Connecticut, is the actual roll. So you use a split top hot dog roll, also can be called a New England roll, that, as you can see, is split at the top and then has cut edges on the sides. We are gonna toast ours, which is also typical of both rolls. We're going to put a little bit of butter on each side and get those down on the griddle now. We set aside some of the smaller pieces of lobster meat to add to our corn. The corn's ready, so we're just gonna add that lobster meat in with it now.
All right, the buns are toasted, so we're gonna pull those off.
All right, now is the best part. All of this scrumptious lobster meat is about to go on the griddle and be doused in that melted butter. The lobster literally just needs a couple of seconds on there, probably like 2 minutes maybe, even if that.
Yeah, it's already cooked, so
Yeah.
it doesn't.
That's right, it's already steamed, so it just needs to warm up and let that butter soak into it. So I think we're ready to go. We're gonna open up our split top buns and stuff. I'm gonna cut up a few chives for garnish and color.
You ready for some butter?
Yes, lots of butter.
Yes.
And the whole meal is doused in butter.
We've got butter with a side of corn and a side of lobster roll.
Actually though, look at that chunky lobster tail and claw meat.
Oh, it looks
so
fantastic,
delicious.
yeah.
All right, so you ready to dive in?
Yes, let's do
Me
it.
too.
Mm-hmm.
It is so delicious. This lobster meat is fantastic.
And try some corn.
Oh yeah, good. We don't want to forget that. Try a bite of that too.
That was really good. Maryland Silver Queen sweet corn, and the butter brings a little bit of savory, and the lobster is just like
That is
just a touch of fantasticness.
also, that is super delicious. I love that. The adding the lobster was actually your idea. I think that was a great call. Cade wants to
Oh.
try some lobster.
Oh yeah,
so
Kate's never tried
Yep.
lobster. Come on, buddy.
come on, bud. What do you think?
It's good.
It's good? Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks a lot for watching. We really appreciate it. Go check out blackstoneproducts.com for all things Blackstone. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and ring that bell so you don't miss any of the shows from any of the amazing cooks that are on the channel. Bruce, Betty, us, Nate and CJ, and Todd. And until next time, guys, this is Destination Delicious, and we will see you down the road.